A fight is beginning to take shape over policing in Missouri, and it could lead to taking power from you, the voter, and who you elect to make decisions.
There's a push tonight to call a special session to address efforts to change police funding. It is a key issue here in St. Louis as the city prepares to change policing. News 4's Alexis Odos is live at City Hall tonight. Alexis.
Well, right now, the St. Louis Board of Aldermen is going over the proposed budget for next year. It will go into effect 1 month from today. And tonight, some Republicans are saying they'd like to have a say in how and where cities like St. Louis allocate budgets for police departments.
Crime scene tape, flashing lights, and evidence markers dotting the bullets flying in the streets of St. Louis. The city is dealing with at least 78 homicides so far this year, already outpacing last year's record number.
Violent crime in these two cities, in St. Louis and Kansas City, over the past several years has skyrocketed. I think, taking resources away from the police department is not the answer.
That's why Republican lawmakers on both sides of the state are calling for a special session to address public safety.
Ultimately, we do have to have a discussion on defunding of the police, and is that something that the state should be in control of?
Right now, St. Louis City is in the process of approving the budget, which calls for $270 million for public safety, an increase compared to last year and more than half of the city's overall spending, which is why Democratic Senator Brian Williams says the focus needs to get away from catchphrases like defunding the police.
We need to stop letting the rhetoric of national politics interrupt how we do things here in Missouri and in St. Louis. We should be focusing on, again, reimagining public safety, building the trust, protecting our police officers, but also ensuring that there's trust and accountability in the community.
What St. Louis City Mayor Tashara Jones is proposing is eliminating 98 long vacant police positions that have not been filled despite last summer's special session, which eliminated the residency requirement, using that funding to address more root causes of crime.
We have to trust local leaders to be able to govern on a local level. Clearly, there are things that we can support and help at the state level, but it has to be a partnership and not an overtake.
So I spoke with the governor's office tonight. They tell me they have not made a decision on whether or not they will call for that special session. I also asked Representative Nick Schroer tonight, what could lawmakers do if they were called back to Jefferson City? And he tells me one of the options would be looking at giving voters more of a say in how police departments are funded. Another would be talking about giving state control of police departments instead of local control like we have here in St. Louis City. Of course, whatever happens, we're going to keep you posted here at News 4. Corey.
Alexis Odos live downtown for us tonight. Thank you. Mayor Tashara Jones says she's not surprised by the latest attempts to seize control from the people of St. Louis. In Kansas City, Mayor Quentin Lucas says he invites the lawmakers for a tour of neighborhoods impacted by violence, adding, quote, "Our plan increases funding to the police department while we also as a city and with separate investments are addressing the root causes of crime like poverty, lack of adequate mental health, and housing instability."